Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I haven't made an MCU video since the end of 2019. Now we're into the middle of 2021, and after a 19-month gap, the MCU is back. First up, we have the WandaVision series. I didn't get it at first, but it grew on me, and I really liked it. It was actually supposed to be the second series, but everything kind of got mixed up because of COVID. And so the first show came second, and that was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm sorry, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And that show I really liked. You know what? Falcon is the first Marvel superhero that wants to talk to you, find out what's bothering you, see if he can fix it, instead of just punching you in the face like every other superhero. And what's interesting is that in the second to last episode, and especially the last episode, one of my old acting friends from my acting school was in the show. Her name is Jane. She played some government official and a helicopter pilot and is in the big finale scene there with the Falcon to end the whole series, right before it goes into the coolest end theme song of any superhero ever. Also, we had a second season for The Mandalorian, and Boba Fett showed up, and Luke Skywalker showed up. Now we're in a 6-week break before the next Marvel stuff starts up. Coming up first is the Loki show with Owen Wilson. Oh, wow. That looks pretty cool. And that's going to be followed by the Black... And that's going to be followed by the Black Widow movie, which has been pushed off by a year. The thing I'm most excited about in this film is that it has the Taskmaster, which is a villain I wanted to see show up in a future Captain America movie, but cool. And we have a trailer for that one as well. And then following that is Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, or Shang-Chi or something. Anyways, it's a big kung fu thing. It's got the Mandarin, the real Mandarin, and hopefully Fin Fang Foom, the big alien dragon in purple shorts. And then a show called The Eternals, which I am unfamiliar with, but I did some research and I watched the new trailer, came out yesterday, and boy, it looks awesome. Very Jack Kirby kind of stuff, gonna be cool. And we finish out the year with Spider-Man 3, No Way Home. I don't know if we're gonna have the Scorpion like I was hoping, or Kraven the Hunter, played by Joe Manganiello, because they're talking about it's going to have Jamie Foxx's Electro from the Andrew Garfield films and Alfred Molina's Doc Ock from the Tobey Maguire films. So, and then on Christmas we get the Book of Boba Fett. This is the Boba Fett spin-off show from The Mandalorian. Gonna be an awesome year. But that's not all, because we've got the cartoon What If. Now, I had all the comics as a kid. I loved them. It's kind of a interesting take on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it features the voices of all of the actors from the films. So, neat. And then we've got a show called Ms. Marvel. Now, this isn't Captain Marvel. This is another character called Kamala Khan, which is a very new character. She was only introduced in the comics in 2013, but she's another Captain Marvel type of character. I don't know, girl show. And then lastly, a show for Hawkeye, but it's going to be about his daughter, a girl named Kate Bishop, so another girl show. But then we've got next year, Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. Boy, I hope it has Nightmare and the Mindless Ones. And that's followed by Thor 4, Love and Thunder, with Jane Foster as Thor. What happened to the Asgardians of the Galaxy? And after that, we've got Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. So I think it's going to be the Black Panther's sister, Shuri, because the actor, Chadwick Boseman, that played the Black Panther, died. So, another girl movie. And lastly for the year, Captain Marvel 2, The Marvels. This is going to have 3 Captain Marvels in it. Carol Danvers from Captain Marvel 1, Monica Rambeau, the little girl from Captain Marvel 1, grown up from WandaVision, and Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel. So, a 3-woman film. And then we've got some shows. Moon Knight, starring Oscar Isaac. And then She-Hulk. Well, it's a girl show, but it's going to be a comedy. She-Hulk is cool. It's going to have Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk in there. They're bringing back the Abomination from the forgotten second Marvel Cinematic Universe film, The Incredible Hulk. I'm still hoping for the leader. And you know what? While we're at it, give us Doc Samson. And then we've got a Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. It's going to be filmed during Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and it's going to be kind of a one-off Christmas type special. I don't know. I bet it's going to be hilarious. And then Mandalorian Season 3. What happens? Baby Yoda's gone. The Mandalorian ship is gone. Boba Fett is gone. Cara Dune is gone. I don't care about her. They got Luke Skywalker now. I'm sure it's still going to be awesome. And then the Andor series, Cassian Andor from Rogue One. And then in 2023, we have Ant-Man 3. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. It's going to be also about Ant-Man's daughter, who becomes a super heroine called the Stinger, I think. So another little girl movie. But it's got Kang the Conqueror, the ultimate Avengers villain. Kang. And then Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Are we going to get Adam Warlock? Come on. And then by the end of the year, we're getting another Star Wars movie. This one's Rogue Squadron, about X-Wing pilots, directed by Patty Jenkins from Wonder Woman. And she's on rollerblades for some reason. Now for the things that have dates that have yet to be announced. Fantastic Four. It has a director. Please, Mole Man, Monster Island, Namor the Submariner, Galactus, Silver Surfer, come on. And then a show called Secret Invasion. This is going to be Nick Fury and the Skrulls. He's living on the moon now. And then a show called Ironheart, where it's a little girl named Riri Williams who is now Iron Man or Iron Woman or Iron Girl, Ironheart. Anyways, talk about a new character. This character was introduced in 2015. And then we've got Armor Wars. Now, this was a great run of comics in the Iron Man series that I read in maybe 6th grade. It's going to star War Machine, and I'm hoping to see Titanium Man and the Crimson Dynamo and all those awesome Iron Man characters. And then some untitled Wakanda series. And then a Blade reboot. Now, this is going to be in Phase 5. So, I don't know when that'll be. If that's 2023, 2024, I don't know. I was not a fan of the Blade films, but this could be really cool if they go that whole Marvel monster route. Because in the 70s, they had Marvel's version of Dracula, Frankenstein, Werewolf, The Mummy, and they all had their own comics, and Blade was like a hero character in them. If they make a whole Marvel Monsterverse with Blade, hey, it's a series, I'm on board. And then Deadpool 3, also in Phase 5. So I guess this means Deadpool 1 and 2 will become part of the MCU. Even though they're part of the... Well, does that make the rest of the Fox X-Men movies part of the MCU? I know they own all of it now. And they did bring over Quicksilver into the WandaVision series. If you haven't seen it, that's a spoiler. Go watch it. And then some series called Echo about another girl that's spun off from the Hawkeye's daughter show. And then there's some more Star Wars. There's a show called The Acolyte. This is a female-centric Star Wars series set during the era of the High Republic. Whenever that is. And then Ahsoka, another girl, but she's a cool spin-off character from The Mandalorian, and it's going to have Grand Admiral Thrawn, and I'm looking forward to it. They were awesome. Ahsoka, well, they haven't shown him yet, but Ahsoka was awesome. And then a Lando series. I hope they jump on this. I want Donald Glover in it and Billy D. Williams. Yeah! And then a show called Rangers of the New Republic. That leads us to speculation. They're speculating Thunderbolts. This was a team of villains led by Baron Zemo who disguised themselves as superheroes and took orders from Thunderbolt Ross and then did a great job as heroes. Everyone in the know says all of this is being set up. I didn't read it, well after my time. Sounds neat. Baron Zemo is like the coolest villain ever if you watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And then The Young Adventures. This is going to have Isaiah Bradley's son from The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, as well as all of these other kid characters that are being set up. So, I don't know. Another thing from after my time. Hopefully it doesn't lose me. And then Captain America 4. This is going to be a spin-off from the show, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I just keep talking about this show. I just hope they bring in Arnim Zola with a robot body. And then, how are they going to introduce the X-Men? In The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they have the city of Madripoor, which is a city where Wolverine was always hanging out. They didn't show him, but it's there. It's there. And then the sequel to Venom with Carnage, Woody Harrelson. Is this going to be rolled into the MCU? Speculation. And now we've got, what else do I want to see? John Hammond, the original android Human Torch. He was in Captain America, the First Avenger, at the Stark Expo, the Howard Stark Expo. As Steve Rogers, I think, is walking through, you see him, you see John Hammond in the glass tube, because if that tube comes off and he touches oxygen, he ignites. But he's there in his red suit, the blonde hair, the android. You gotta bring him back, Marvel. I mentioned the Monsterverse when talking about Blade. Well, there's a real Monsterverse film series crossover thing. The American Godzilla film from 2014 came out on the 60th anniversary of Godzilla, and I met the three men that all wore the Godzilla suit in all of the movies in Japan, all the way back to 1954. Each one had like his own era that lasted a dozen years or so. Anyways, that set up a series of films here. That movie has the actress that plays Wanda, Elizabeth Olsen, and the actor playing her husband in that film who played her brother, Quicksilver, in the MCU movies. So, a little bit of a Marvel crossover. Well, that was followed by Kong Skull Island, which had Sam Jackson, Nick Fury. It had Tom Hiddleston, Loki. It had whatever her name is that plays Captain Marvel. It had John C. Reilly, who was part of the Nova Corps in the Guardians of the Galaxy films. Maybe these are the only actors in Hollywood. Anyways, then the next Godzilla movie was the one that had Rodan and Mothra and King Ghidorah. It was so cool. At least the monster stuff. I cannot stand the human stuff with Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things. Why couldn't they just get Bobby Brown? And then it was finished up with Godzilla vs. Kong, which I went to the theater to try and see, and it was sold out, even though there wasn't anyone there. But that's because even though they've opened theaters now with social distancing, they only sell a couple of tickets. Now back to Marvel. Marvel films date all the way back to the Captain America movie serials from 1944 and continued on all the way to Elektra from 2005. Now in 2005, Marvel opened their own Marvel Studios and secured a $525 million bank loan to make 10 films in 8 years. And if they couldn't pay that loan back, the collateral was the rights to all their characters. Well, they did it. Sure, the 10th film, Guardians of the Galaxy, didn't come out till 9 years later, but they made so much money, they paid the loan back. It was all cool. Marvel passed DC to become the #1 publisher of comic books in 1974, the year I was born, and they have never lost that spot. I'm so hopped up on these new Marvel movies. And yet, the greatest superhero movies of all time are Superman with Christopher Reeve from 1978 and Batman Begins from 2005. Christian Bale and Christopher Nolan, Chris and Chris. Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Chris Pine. The Chrisiverse. So there we go. The MCU is back. Marvel lives on.